Hey, good morning, everyone. We are back at it with another Prize Picks video this morning, and we went 1 for 3 yesterday. Of course, I thought we were gonna get that sweep, man. I felt like we were at the very minimum gonna go for 2 for 3, but we went 1 for 3. We're still in the green for the day. Very little. I mean, I think I profited only like 35, maybe $50. Not good. Always want more than every night I want at least $100 to $200 of profit. But I'll take it. Any green is better than red, right? So let's talk about the plays that we went ahead and placed yesterday. So we took Clint Capella over PRA, and then we also took Miles Bridges over points and assists. You can see here Clint Capella hit this pretty comfortably. He ended up with 28 points, rebounds, and assists. And Miles Bridges, he was cutting it close, man. I was getting a little worried. Over there. I think he got this with like less than a minute left in the game, which made me pretty pumped and excited because I was like, oh man, we kind of shit the bed there, right? But this one didn't hit. And then, man, this one right here, Miles Bridges, he ended up with 4 assists. He definitely went way over, almost doubled his projection there. And then Brandon Ingram, he went off yesterday, but in terms of points, he was just doing everything but assisting the ball. I mean, yeah, it was a bad beat for that one because I really it's well he ended up. I think he ended the first half with only one, and then the second, as soon as the third quarter started, he dished out 2 assists immediately, and I was like, all right, here we go. I just need three more in before the game, obviously before the game is, but I need three more in the rest of the third quarter, and the fourth definitely doable. He got two in like less than a few minutes, and then no more assists there. Oh, then again, I mean, it didn't help. That's the thing with NBA, man. I mean, when these blowouts happen and these players start sitting, it definitely doesn't help our plays because maybe if it was a much closer game and also if the bench of the Pelicans wasn't playing so well, then this would have probably hit. But because that bench was playing so well and they kept dropping threes and just scoring points, Brandon Ingram was able to rest and sit a lot longer than we would have liked. But we went ahead and took that. That didn't hit, and then this one, man. Also, you could ignore this one. I refunded it. Do not place this. This is not a real play. I mean, I thought about it. This is one I was gonna put on my YouTube today, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I don't know about this. I don't know about Devontae Adams. I looked after I did this. I saw that he is questionable with an illness, so that's why I took that off to see before what is really if he's actually going to play, right? What's going on? So then this is the other NBA play that we took yesterday. Jaren Jackson, Brandon Miller, and Giannis. Giannis got like 60 points or something like that. Man, that was insane. He definitely hit this 34 and a half points projection. Brandon Miller, got 21. We needed him to get over 17 and a half. And then Jaren Jackson Jr., man, another one dominated the game, but not the way I anticipated. I thought he was going to be a big defensive. He's going to make a good, defensive presence, right? But he was all offense, man. He was going off. I mean, actually, he got 4 steals. No, let's give him that. He ended up getting, man, how you get 4 steals in one block, by the way? So he ended up getting 4 steals in one block. And he was so close in the fourth quarter to getting that second block. He was about a fingernail away from blocking from Fred VanVleet, and instead it went on the backboard. And I was thinking, man, maybe the statisticians or whatever they're called, maybe they saw that and they counted it as a block, but no, it wasn't. They went ahead and didn't count it as a block. It was just a missed shot from Fred. And but man, a fingernail away from hitting this play. We only lost $15 there, but still we could have won 75. It would have been a nice little payout, a nice little chase for the day. But we went 1 for 3 yesterday. Let's go ahead. At least we're going. What I like is that we're getting some wins now, right? We're picking up momentum. We're getting ready for for Thursday night football. Not only that, we're getting ready for college football, right? College, especially that Washington game and Texas game. It's only a few weeks away, so let's go ahead. Let's prep our accounts. Let's load up those the tanks, and let's go make some money during college football in a few weeks, right? And also, of course, NFL, right? We always want to make money money during NFL. But let's go ahead. And speaking of NFL, let's talk about the plays that we have for you today. So, well, before I do that, I want to go ahead and talk about the sleeper app, right? I hate bringing this up every single time, but I just want to spend a few minutes or a few seconds just to go ahead and tell y'all to download the sleeper app. If y'all don't have it by now, it is an app just like PrizePicks where you go ahead and you could place overs and unders. Unfortunately, some states are not, haven't legalized sleeper yet or accepted it into their state laws. But if check if your state allows sleeper, and if it does, it's pretty cool. They go ahead, they give you discounts on Wednesdays, and if you're a first-time user, so they will deposit 100% of whatever money you put into it. No, not whatever, up to $100. So if you put $100 in, you will start your account with $200. And on top of that, for tonight's game, this horrible Thursday night football game that we're going to have, they are putting Devontae Adams' pick on sale, meaning you will be getting Devontae Adams essentially for free. All he needs is one reception. He needs to catch the ball one time, right, in front of the line, and then go ahead and you won that square. And then of course you can see here it is only a one-time entry for if it's your first time, right? So if it's your first time, you could definitely lock this in. If you already have a sleeper account, then this is not available to you. But if you don't have one yet, take advantage of that 100% deposit match and the fact that they're giving you a free square, right? He's projected to get 65.5 receiving yards, and you could get him for one receiving yards. Now, of course, you can only put $20 on it, but hey, you put $20, you match that up with 3 or 4 other plays, right? You just made a 4-man into a 3-man. The chances of it hitting have gone greater. And then, or you could just do a 2-man. You just made a 2-man into a 3-man, and then of course 1 to 2. But if you're only putting $20, might as well make it a 2 or 3. Might as well make it a 3 or 4-man, right? So make sure you get on that, and if you use my code DPS, that's when you will get this 100% deposit match, and of course this free square here. Right now, Sleeper does pay me for this, so it does really help me out, and I do appreciate when y'all use it. So y'all, if you're in a state where it allows you to use Sleeper, go ahead, download it, try it out, see if you like it. You have nothing to lose, right? Because of course you don't get they don't ask for any essentially they don't ask for any information in terms of like your. Oh, actually, yeah, they do. They ask for verification. So, but regardless, make sure you lock that in. DPS, and yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's talk about the play for today. So we're gonna go ahead, be a little unorthodox with today's plays. We're gonna go ahead and take Khalil Mack over a sack. All right, we're gonna record. No, we need him to get 1 sack, not more than one. 1 sack, he could definitely do it. We all saw what Danielle Hunter and DJ Wanham did to that Raiders O-line. They completely destroyed them. They were getting consistent pressure, and then the entire line's gonna be busy with Bosa because he's the more younger, bigger name at the moment. But Khalil Mack, man, he could still bring it. He could still get it at the rush the quarterback and get a sack or 2. Especially if it's, come on, Jimmy G or Aiden O'Connell. They're not I don't know who's going to play. I heard they're still debating whether it's going to be Jimmy G or Aiden. But either one of them is not a very mobile quarterback. So you could definitely expect Khalil Mack to, record a sack here. Now, the reason why we're going with this is because it's almost self-explanatory. Who else are you gonna play? Put your money on this game. It's just gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be just like the Vikings against the Vikings, a very defensive heavy game and a very low scoring game. Something that I do expect, right? So Khalil Mack to get a sack, we're definitely gonna go for that. Daniel Carson to go 1.5 over 1.5 field goals. Let's hope for that right there. This was at like minus 135, which is why I decided to like it. And of course, he is the only Raider at the moment that is up, besides Aiden O'Connell that I'm comfortable playing at the moment. And then Austin Eckler over 48.5 rushing yards, and then Quentin Johnson over 26.5 receiving yards. The reason why we want Eckler over rushing yards is because it is a lot easier to run on the Raiders than it is to pass on them. And if I'm assuming they're gonna go ahead and try to protect I forget who their quarterback is playing, because of course Herbert's injured. But of course they're gonna try to go ahead and limit the potential of him, fumbling or throwing an interception, things like making mistakes, right? So I'm assuming they're going to use Austin Eckler a lot. Like I was hoping to get him rushing attempts or receiving attempts, or pass attempts, no receiving attempts, or targets. It's still early, all right. But I was hoping to get him in either one of those, but that wasn't available. It was either rushing yards, receiving yards, or rush plus receiving, and honestly, either one look good. I think he's going to be huge in the receiving game, but I also think he's going to be huge in the rushing game. So, but I went ahead and took the rushing game just because even if they get a little bit of a lead, I assume they're going to try to play conservative and try to hold on to that lead and just run the clock down and just try to let their defense win them a game, essentially, right? So that's why I went with that. And then, of course, Quentin Johnston. I mean, we're taking him over 26.5 receiving yards because, I mean, look what he's doing, right? So Quentin Johnston over 26.5 receiving yards here. So, no, that is NBA. What am I doing? NFL. You can see here he's been going off the last few games, and then 26.5 yards. That is not a lot, man. Especially for everybody on this team is apparently injured at the moment. Even Keenan Allen is out, so it looks like I think what's his name, man? What's the quarterback's name? What's this guy's name? Easton Stick. It looks like Easton Stick has some kind of a rapport with Quentin Johnston, where he was able to get him for like 90 plus. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was just one lucky catch or someone missed a tackle or something like that. But hey, he got 90 yards with Easton throwing him the ball. So I expect him to get definitely more than 26.5 receiving yards there. All right, everyone, those are the plays for today. Make sure you lock them in. Make sure you check out my Winnable. On my Winnable account, I will be posting 2 to 3 NBA plays and then 2 NFL plays. So the thing about I already posted a play on my Winnable. I threw it up last night. I hope y'all locked it in because unfortunately PrizePicks already took it down. I don't know if it's just a momentary thing and then they're gonna put it back up later. So if you're on that VIP, if the second player is out, then make sure to go ahead and honestly, if the second player is out, I wouldn't be mad at you if you just snuck in Khalil Mack in there with the first player. So first player and then Khalil Mack wouldn't be bad. Now I will be going ahead and putting out another NBA play in my VIP. So it's probably gonna be a 2-man. So maybe throw in that first player into that into the new 2-man, make it a 3-man play and see how that plays out. Or you could just throw Khalil Mack in there. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you on a little bit richer.